Barry Williams confirms Maureen McCormick hookup, Untold romance. Barry Williams, born Barry William Blankhorn on September 30, 1954, in Santa Monica, California, is an American actor and singer best known for his role as Greg Brady, the eldest of the Brady children, in the iconic television series The Brady Bunch. His portrayal of the wholesome, responsible, and occasionally mischievous Greg Brady made him a household name during the 1970s and established him as a prominent figure in American pop culture. Beyond his fame from The Brady Bunch, Williams has had a long and varied career in entertainment, both on-screen and on stage, and has become a symbol of nostalgia for fans of the show who grew up watching his character evolve from a teenager to a young adult. Williams grew up in Southern California, where he discovered his passion for acting at a young age. His early acting career began with guest appearances on popular television shows of the 1960s, such as Dragnet and Mission Impossible. However, it was his casting in The Brady Bunch in 1969 that truly catapulted him to stardom. Over the course of 5 seasons, Williams endeared himself to audiences with his portrayal of the charming Greg Brady, who navigated the typical teenage challenges of dating, sibling rivalries, and school life in the context of a blended family. His natural charisma and likable persona made him one of the most beloved characters on the show, and he became a teen idol for millions of fans. In addition to his work on television, Barry Williams demonstrated his talents as a singer and musician. On The Brady Bunch, he had several opportunities to showcase his musical abilities, often performing songs with his on-screen siblings. The show even featured episodes where the Brady kids formed a family band, with Greg taking on a leadership role. These musical performances further cemented Williams' popularity with fans and helped him transition into a music career of his own. Barry Williams, widely known for his portrayal of Greg Brady on the classic sitcom The Brady Bunch, has long been a figure of public intrigue, especially regarding his off-screen relationships with his co-stars. One of the most talked about and speculated aspects of his life was his rumored romantic involvement with Maureen McCormick, who played his on-screen sister, Marcia Brady. For years, fans have been curious about whether the chemistry they displayed on television ever spilled over into real life. Now, Barry Williams has finally confirmed that there was indeed a romantic hookup with Maureen McCormick, bringing to light an untold chapter of the Brady Bunch history that many have long suspected. In the late 1960s and early 1970s, The Brady Bunch became a beloved family sitcom that depicted the blended family of Mike and Carol Brady and their 6 children. At the heart of the show were Greg and Marcia Brady, played by Williams and McCormick. As teen idols, both actors quickly became pop culture icons. While their on-screen characters maintained a sibling dynamic, off-screen, they were navigating the complex emotions of adolescence. The close proximity of filming, combined with the pressures and excitement of fame, created a unique environment that made a romantic connection almost inevitable. As Williams and McCormick grew up in front of the camera, so did their attraction to each other. According to Williams, the intense hours spent together on set, rehearsing lines and working on scenes, fostered a bond between them. Though they played siblings on TV, the natural chemistry they shared was undeniable. As young actors thrust into the spotlight at an impressionable age, it was only natural for them to seek comfort in each other's company. Williams has openly discussed how he found Maureen beautiful, charming, and full of life, and as teenagers, they often gravitated toward one another during breaks in filming. For years, fans of The Brady Bunch speculated about whether Williams and McCormick's on-screen chemistry translated into a real-life romance. Rumors had swirled that the two shared a brief romantic encounter during the height of the show's popularity. However, it wasn't until much later that Barry Williams finally confirmed the truth behind the gossip. He and McCormick did, in fact, share a romantic hookup. This admission came as both a confirmation and a surprise to longtime fans of the show, who had spent decades wondering about the nature of their relationship. Williams revealed that the hookup occurred during the peak of the show's success when both actors were still teenagers. They were caught up in the whirlwind of fame and the excitement of working together on such an iconic project. The closeness of working together daily and growing up side by side created a natural attraction, which eventually led to a brief romantic connection. Williams has admitted that the relationship wasn't serious and that it never developed into a full-blown romance, but it was an exciting and memorable chapter in both of their lives. Interestingly, the brief romantic fling between Williams and McCormick had no noticeable impact on their performances on The Brady Bunch. As professionals, they were able to separate their personal lives from their roles on the show. However, in hindsight, Williams acknowledges that the underlying tension and attraction may have subtly contributed to their on-screen chemistry, making Greg and Marcia's sibling interactions even more compelling for viewers. The audience could sense the closeness between the two, though they remained oblivious to the real-life connection that existed just beneath the surface. Although the romantic connection between Williams and McCormick was fleeting, it left a lasting impression on both actors. Over the years, Williams has spoken fondly of his relationship with McCormick, emphasizing that their brief romance didn't cause any lasting tension or awkwardness between them. In fact, they were able to maintain a strong friendship throughout the remainder of their time on The Brady Bunch and beyond. For McCormick, the revelation of the hookup also brought closure to years of speculation. She, too, has reflected on the close bond she shared with Williams during their time on the show and how their romantic encounter was simply a part of growing up in such a unique environment. Despite the rumors and gossip that followed them throughout their careers, both actors have maintained a positive relationship, with no ill will between them. Both Williams and McCormick have shared their sides of the story in their respective memoirs. Williams, in his 1992 book Growing Up Brady, I Was a Teenage Greg, hinted at the romance without fully delving into the details. He discussed how difficult it was to be a teenager under the constant scrutiny of the public eye and how natural it was for him and Maureen to be drawn to one another. McCormick later confirmed their romantic connection in her own memoir, Here's the Story: Surviving Marcia Brady and Finding My True Voice, published in 2008. In her account, she described the excitement of their brief fling and how it was simply part of the growing pains of adolescence, albeit under the watchful eye of millions of fans. Decades after The Brady Bunch aired its final episode, the revelation of Williams and McCormick's romantic hookup has become a fascinating footnote in the show's legacy. For many fans, it humanizes the actors who portrayed the seemingly perfect Brady kids. It reminds viewers that behind the wholesome family facade were real teenagers experiencing all the ups and downs of adolescence. The romance between Williams and McCormick has only added to the enduring fascination with the Brady Bunch, cementing their place not only as TV icons but also as a part of pop culture lore. Today, both Williams and McCormick reflect on their time together with a sense of gratitude. The romance, though short-lived, is remembered fondly by both actors, who view it as a natural part of growing up in an extraordinary situation. As they look back on their time on The Brady Bunch, the hookup is simply one chapter in a much larger story of their careers, their friendship, and their shared experience of being part of one of television's most beloved families. In confirming the long-rumored hookup with Maureen McCormick, Barry Williams has finally provided fans with the closure they have been seeking for decades. It is a story of young love, fleeting moments, and the complexities of growing up on a cultural phenomenon that continues to captivate audiences even years later. Following the conclusion of The Brady Bunch, Williams faced the challenge of being typecast as Greg Brady. Like many actors who become synonymous with a particular role, he struggled to find work that allowed him to break away from the shadow of his famous character. However, Williams persevered and went on to build a successful career in theater, where he found opportunities to showcase his versatility as a performer. He appeared in numerous stage productions, including Broadway shows such as Grease and The Sound of Music. His stage work earned him critical acclaim and allowed him to develop as an actor outside of the constraints of his television persona. In addition to his work on stage, Barry Williams remained connected to the Brady Bunch legacy through various reunion specials and spin-offs. He reprised his role as Greg Brady in multiple reunion films, including The Brady Bunch Hour, The Brady Girls Get Married, and A Very Brady Christmas. These appearances helped keep the spirit of the original show alive for new generations of fans and allowed Williams to embrace his place in television history. He also made guest appearances on various television shows and reality programs, further solidifying his status as a beloved pop culture figure. In 1992, Williams published his autobiography, Growing Up Brady, I Was a Teenage Greg, which became a bestseller. The book provided a behind-the-scenes look at his experiences on the Brady Bunch set and offered insights into the challenges he faced as a young actor in Hollywood. It also highlighted his personal journey of coming to terms with his fame and learning to embrace the legacy of the Brady Bunch. The success of the book led to a television movie adaptation, Growing Up Brady, in which actor Adam Brody portrayed a young Barry Williams. Throughout his career, Barry Williams has remained a positive figure in the entertainment industry, known for his professionalism and his ability to connect with fans. He continues to make appearances at fan conventions, where he shares stories from his time on the Brady Bunch and expresses gratitude for the enduring support of his fans. His contributions to television history, particularly through his role as Greg Brady, have left a lasting impact on American pop culture, and he remains a beloved figure for those who grew up watching the show.